Well, good morning, everybody. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as the mailman, on a 3 day hiatus from the job, my 3 day weekend. It is a cold, windy, dreary day outside. Glad I'm off. Um, Before I get to the video, I want to reach out and maybe everybody watching this video can say a little prayer for my buddy, my pal, Randy Stites. Randy Stites, he went to me and Randy became like brothers, him and his son Corey, when we went to Texas a couple years ago with Mark Holmes. I met Randy. Uh, Randy's a special guy. Randy loves his Cowboys, and he will get in your face if he disagrees, and that's what I love about Randy. Randy Stites, you know, he knew Mark Holmes in the as far as the YouTuber, but Randy left his house in Kansas City like a couple years ago, and met us in Texas. I believe he had an 8 hour drive, something like that. 8 hour drive. Sight unseen, him and his son Corey did nothing but help us all week. Me and Mark, Mark and Michael Anthony Fitness, Gig Economy, Reactions. They were the spearheads. They know what they're doing. I was more of a grunt guy. Randy, sight unseen, went him and the son and did that. But Randy right now is in a uh, intensive care right now. He was in a bad car accident yesterday, coming home from work or on the job, where a 19-year-old was driving with his father. The 19-year-old crossed the center line, hit Randy head on. Randy is dealing with a broken jaw, some severe lacerations, some cervical spine issues. I don't know the extent of that. He's in and out of consciousness. Everybody say a prayer for Randy. His wife got in contact with me, and we're all thinking of you, Randy. If I go to camp, we were going to hang out with Randy, possibly at camp if the dates matched up. Randy, I met Randy at the airport near Mark's. We surprised Mark. What was that, a year and a half ago or last year? I don't know. I think it was a year and a half ago, where we surprised Mark, and Mark gave me and Randy a tour of Washington, D.C., like no tour that anybody could have. It was really cool. We were right by the White House. Mark is very familiar with that area because he worked in that area for years. So anyway, not to bring everybody down, but everybody, just say a prayer for Randy Stites. Hopefully matter of fact, I just mailed him a shirt that he won from a super chat just a few days ago. So I'll keep everybody posted. But yeah, let's say a prayer for one of our own, Randy. Moving along. Cowboys picks. All of Dallas Cowboys draft picks have been signed, except second round pick Marshawn Nealand. That'll get done. Not a big deal. This is rookie minicamp. I believe he's there, but I'm not sure. I expect it to be done. If it's not done by the time this is aired, it'll be done by this afternoon, I'm guessing. It's probably some stupid stuff. These contracts, especially for rookies, how it works now is it's more of a slotted situation. Some people want more guarantees. Is what it is. But that'll get done. You're seeing this more and more. As we look ahead to next Wednesday, next Wednesday's a big day for everybody. As we're all sitting there waiting to schedule our trips to go see the Cowboys or whatever team you're rooting for. Who do we play on Thanksgiving? Who's our last game of the year? When do we play? The Cowboys play the Commanders in Washington because I'll be there. we are waiting. And of course, the NFL does what they do best. The NFL has put everybody on hold for yet another week while they get their act together, building up the drama. And we'll be here to broadcast live for it on Wednesday. They're going to leak out stuff throughout the day, just like legal tampering. But I'll probably go live at 7 instead of 8 this Wednesday, next Wednesday. And, we'll have it on in the background and we'll analyze it the best we can. So it's exciting times. That being said, I just want to, we get into this draft class. I want to hear, we're going to hear from some of them. We'll do a little background. First things first, let's get to, let's see here.
Yeah, it's surreal.
Hold up. Let's get to the juggernaut himself. Let's just listen to the juggernaut, and we'll go from there. Cooper Beebe, getting ready for his first day working out for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's surreal. It's finally real for me. Just being here in this beautiful building and signing my papers, finding my contract. It's just surreal,
beast.
and I'm just so blessed to be here.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Riley earlier this week, and he said whenever you got to Kansas State, you were originally going to be a defensive lineman, but then you flipped to the other side of the ball. What kind of went into that?
So they were straight up honest with me when I was recruiting. They're like, hey, there's this possibility. So it came as a shock to me. I thought maybe I'd get 1 year to play defensive line, but we were short on the position and they needed some help, and I was going to do whatever the team needed me to do to win.
It's kind of felt natural since then.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Welcome home, baby. You're going to be crushing them linebackers in Philly at the second level.
And, he was just, congratulating me and, just telling him to get ready to work. And, that's what I'm here to do.
As an interior guy, how excited are you to play alongside Zach?
Oh, it's just, it's a dream come true. You're getting to learn from a first ballot Hall of Famer. What more could you want? There's no better person to learn from than him. And, I'm excited to be in that position to learn from him.
The assumption is that you're going to have an opportunity at center. What kind of goes into the preparation side of that, whether it be the snap or anything else from a technique standpoint?
I think for me, it's just, I think for the star is just making sure, the dudes trust me. Especially in the O-line, it's all about trust.
Yes, it is.
Sure that, I'm in the playbook and they feel comfortable having me out there. And then, like you said, just putting it together, the snapping and just technique stuff.
What does the last week look like for you? Have you put in any prep into on-the-field stuff or just getting ready to move to Dallas, really?
No. So, yeah, I've been back in Manhattan, doing on-the-field stuff because, they called me right after Coach Solari, and he told me straight up, he's like, hey, get some snaps going, you're going to play center. So I've been, prepping ever since then. So
if you can prove anything this week, what would that be?
We the boys.
I think just for me that, I can compete at this level, I think is the biggest thing. And, like I said, I think the biggest thing for me is to earn the trust of my teammates first and foremost, learn the playbook, and, just be able to go out there and, that they can trust me.
Cooper Beebe, baby. All right, let's back out of this. Listen, again, he's a guy that everybody going into the draft, at least the people I trust, had a high grade on. And Cooper Beebe, come on now. I don't know where he's going to play, people. People get too caught up. Okay, was he going to start? If he doesn't start, it's a failed pick. Again, it improves our depth. He's a day one starter at guard, guaranteed. Now, we got a Hall of Famer, Zach Martin, on one side, right? And on the other side, we got Tyler Smith, a perennial Pro Bowler. So we don't know yet. If there, God forbid, there's an injury or Guyton is slow out of the box, which Dallas hits on these left tackles. Are they going to have to help the kid early on? Yeah, of course. No more so than another first-round draft pick, okay? And we'll get to Tyler Guyton, but, that's huge. That is huge, people. To get a guy like Cooper Beebe is just huge. So I'm excited about the juggernaut. I might get some juggernaut T-shirts, just saying. Maybe I'll get Mark to do a juggernaut. Anyway, all right, let's move along to Tyler Guyton, a little bit shorter video. Let's hear what Tyler's got to say.
To actually be in the building, get going in rookie minicamp. How does it feel to kind of be here and get acclimated?
It feels amazing. Trying to get on the grass, man. We got to do all this medical first, but I'm excited to be here. I think this is extremely fun. I'm actually a Cowboy now officially. It's my first day at work, so I'm excited. This is everything I've ever dreamed of.
Let's go.
Yeah, putting pen to paper, did you have kind of a feeling doing that?
I haven't done it yet, but I'll update
It's
you when I
done
do.
now. As of
For sure. And then
he's locked
getting to
in.
know Mike Solari and also getting next door and working with Duke over the course of the last week, what are kind of
Duke
the main focuses for
Manyweather.
you as you make this transition to left tackle?
Just polishing my technique, becoming a better O-lineman in any way that I can. We all have the same common goal for myself, and that's maximizing me as a player. So everything that we can possibly do to help me get better is what we're doing.
Have you been able to kind of get used to these other rookies that are in the class? Cooper Beebe, I know y'all played in the same conference as each other, but getting used to these guys?
Yeah, I've been a big fan of Cooper Beebe for a long time. Like
Me
before
too,
I was even,
Tyler.
like,
Me
starting
too.
on the offensive line, I was a fan of him. Like I love his nasty, I love his game, and I'm a big fan of him. And I've also talked with a couple of the O-linemen that are also coming here with me, and we've been clicking pretty well.
And rookie minicamp this week, I mean, you can't accomplish it all in a weekend, but what's kind of your main focus right now? Is just to get in the building and learn everything?
Get in the building, earn my respect, get better as a player and as a person, and get more acclimated to the Dallas Cowboys.
There we go, baby. Get acclimated to the Dallas Cowboys. Again, the Tyler Guyton. He was the guy I had mocked to them originally at 24. So the fact that we got him and translated that pick into him and Beebe, that's huge. That's really, really huge. There's another guy. There's another guy here I want to talk about. Nathan Thomas. This guy plays multiple positions. Again, the days of you're counting on guys like Matt Waletzko. It's time to step up, Matt. I like Matt Waletzko. I expect Matt to make the team, assuming he can stay healthy. Both of his shoulders have been operated on in back-to-back years. That's not good for an offensive lineman. Josh Ball. I think Josh Ball is in serious trouble on this team. Hold up here. Don't forget, we have Asim Richards. Again, that was a 5th-round pick from last year. He's a tackle. We'll see. Does he become the swing tackle? Obviously, well, let's go. Asim Richards, I think they're going to be competing for the swing tackle job. Guyton's going to give every opportunity. And he's going to be the day one starter. Hamid, love you, bro. But again, don't shit on the guy until we know. All right. Because I believe many people shit on Tyler Smith and he was a beast coming out as a rookie. The one thing you can't argue with is Dallas Cowboys selecting O-lineman in the first round. Ultra Cowboy, I know you say that they shouldn't take centers in the first round. We didn't. At least we didn't do that. The premium positions normally in the first round are what? Receiver, D-back, offensive lineman, a quarterback, usually. Maybe an edge rusher. Linebackers, not usually. Centers, not usually. Defensive, like 1 technique or 3 technique, unless you're somebody really, really special, not really. So I agree with Ultra there. Shout out to Ultra, though. Ultra, if you're watching, buddy, thank you so much. Ultra gave me this. And at the draft, I met him and his lovely wife. Ultra's a good dude. He's very passionate. Like Randy Stites, okay? Randy Stites is the guy that Mark Holmes, Randy was so mad over the Mozzie pick, he walked off, and Mark yelled at him, he's going to go get yourself a lollipop or something and calm down. Hence, that's why we brought lollipops to the draft. But, yes, I'm liking what we've seen. But let's watch a little video of Nathan Thomas. He is a big boy. Plays offensive line as well, and we drafted him with one of the 5th-round picks, I believe, or I think it was 5th-round pick. Maybe it was the 6th. Excuse me. You'll let me know in the comments. But Let's look at Nathan Thomas and hear what he has to say. Another big boy.
All right, how's it feel to be in the building, get acclimated, put pen to paper later today, all of that to officially be in the NFL?
Yeah, it's amazing. I talked to my family about the possibility of being here, and just because I trained here and it was an amazing city, amazing facility. So it's a blessing to be here, truly.
Yeah, and I know you're not home in New Orleans, but still pretty close in Dallas. How does it kind of feel to be in the South? Was that pretty cool when you got the call then?
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the things that we were hoping for. Just, you never know what happens in the draft, but, everybody has their preferences, and just stay in the South, it was amazing, so especially to be here.
Do you have any early impressions of this Dallas Cowboys offensive line, being able to play with Zach Martin and guys like that?
Yeah, I mean, great room, great people, great players.
Humble kid. I like it. I like it.
I just come in here and just to be an add-on. And
Brian Broaddus really loves this pick. Really loves the pick. So
organization,
how can we?
Yeah, when your name is brought up, versatility
We don't
definitely
because we
jumps
don't
out.
know the name.
People feel like you could play 4 of the 5 offensive line positions. Is that what you're trying to show this week and throughout your rookie year?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been only at tackle, mostly left tackle my career. And so, I think that being able to play multiple positions is great. And I think that what makes me different is I think I can play multiple positions, at a high level and on a consistent basis. So,
what's your biggest goal for this weekend?
Biggest goal is just to get
absorb,
routine,
learn, and get some early reps, mental
plays,
reps more than anything
learn the
else.
Coaches, and also learn the teammates that I'm here with, all the rookies and stuff. So
there we go, people. There we go. Listen, again, the most important thing about what's going on with these rookies, you got to understand, their heads are swimming. Their heads are literally swimming right now. Shout out to Tyler Guyton, working with Duke Manyweather. Now, Duke has a facility right near the Star. So a lot of the Cowboys players, but most of them, a big offensive lineman around the NFL work with him, even to get better. Everybody's trying to get better. Excuse me. So Nathan Thomas is in the mix. Again, I don't believe Chuma Edoga makes the team. I don't believe Josh Ball necessarily. Basically we cover the offensive line, right? Yeah. Okay. So I could basically, I heard Brian Broaddus say this, I believe, on the Love of the Star podcast. A shout out to him and Bobby Belt. They do a great job on that podcast. I will get Brian on the show eventually. Mark my words. He's my guy. But again, we could have dreams, right? He made a comment to me. Now, I'm not saying I want to trade this particular player, but what I want to see the Cowboys do is be proactive. Take a page out of Howie Roseman's book. People want to, I have big enough stones, okay? Trolls. I got big enough stones to say, you know what? That guy does a good job in trades and running the salary cap. And I will say in the last couple of years, Howie's done well in actually drafting. So I'm man enough to say it. Are you? Are you man enough to say that the Cowboys do anything good? Probably not. But that's how I roll, okay? So anybody that wants to, I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm going to die a Cowboy fan. But I'm man enough to say when I think a team is doing a good job. And I think off the field, Howie Roseman's doing a hell of a job. I think Stephen Jones needs to be proactive. And we have all these bodies. Now, Brian said maybe a TJ Bass could land you the biggest haul. Now, again, you've drafted Cooper Beebe. We don't know how it's going to play out with Brock Hoffman. Brock Hoffman, I love Brock Hoffman. From what I saw, the little bit of action I saw last year with Brock is all that and more. So I think Brock's going to get an opportunity. He's going to go a toe-to-toe with Cooper Beebe. Cooper Beebe, if he wins that center job, that's unbelievable. But to me, you're going to have to trade somebody. If, let's say, everybody works out. Let's say Nathan Thomas works out. I don't think he'll get much for Josh Ball. You may be able to flip him for something late. But they don't do this enough, if you ask me. Like, instead of outright releasing somebody, go to a team who has a player who's in a similar situation at another position, who needs offense, and whether it's, I don't think it'll be Asim Richards, but like a Josh Ball. Now, Chuma Edoga has no value. I don't think he's going to make our team, but again, we'll see. TJ Bass. What's TJ Bass's future? He could start on some teams. We have to identify whether he's going to be a starter here, if he's going to be a swing center guard, or if he's going to be the swing guard. It's, TJ Bass may be the guy that we end up flipping for a 5th round pick or something, or a 4th. He's nasty too. I love TJ Bass. So it's like, it gives us a lot of options. Brock Hoffman, if, you need to keep either Brock or TJ. I think TJ has more value than Brock for trade, and I think TJ has more value on your team because he could play center and guard as well. Brock, I don't know if he can play guard, but it's a good problem to have is what I'm saying. But how all this shakes out, these young guys need to get the reps now and again in the preseason. So that's where we are at. I want my team to be proactive instead of having to they put guys on our practice squad and lose them for nothing, like we did multiple times last year. Just like Eric Scott Jr., real quick. Eric Scott Jr. Dan Quinn had to have Eric Scott Jr. Didn't play one down last year. If you love him so much, let's call the Commanders on the phone. If Dallas indeed thinks that he's not the guy, or, you drafted Kayen Carson, Kayen Carson is going to be directly going up against Eric Scott Jr. Call the Commanders. Say, you wanted him. Flip me him for Jonathan Ridgeway, who you didn't want, that we ended up losing to the Commanders. Come on, Dan Quinn. You can have your Eric Scott Jr., and we'll bring back Arkansas's own John Ridgeway. Right? That's easy one. Get on the phone. Unless you think Eric Scott's that guy, we could use the down lineman. That's just me. That's coming from Game Time. So, all right, we're going to get back to it. This next guy is arguably the most volatile pick out of everybody. He is such a nice kid, but some people had a 5th round grade. He is going to be forever matched up or compared to Marshawn Lloyd and Jalen Wright. Marshawn Lloyd, running back out of USC. Jalen Wright, running back at the University of Tennessee. They were both on the board when we took Marist Liufau at the University of Notre Dame. Wasn't even the best linebacker on his team, but Mike Zimmer loves the player and thinks he's going to fit perfect. So again, he's forever going to be compared to those players.
Put pen to paper later. Is it kind of all surreal for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's feeling real. I'm so excited to be here, and just looking forward to everything moving forward and to meeting the guys and getting to know everyone here.
You were here on a 30, so you're able to kind of take in the environment at least, but to be here as a Dallas Cowboys is a little bit different for you.
Oh yeah, it's different. It feels like, I don't know, it just feels like it's home now. So I'm part of this place, and now I have a connection to this place, and it just feels like I belong here.
Have you been able to have much communication with Coach McCurley or Coach Zimmer?
Yeah, I've been talking to Coach McCurley since last week after the draft and things like that, moving forward, just trying to get squared away with things.
Have you done anything in the last week to prep and get ready, or are you just kind of getting everything in order to move to Dallas?
Yeah, training back home with my track coach, Coach Gary Satterwhite, a little bit, and then also just trying to get into the playbook a little too.
Yeah, if there's one thing that you could hope to do this weekend or prove this weekend, what would that be?
I would be that just first of all that I'm here to work. I'm someone that my peers can rely on, coaches can rely on, and that I'm ready to do what it takes to win.
All right. Do what it takes to win. Marist Liufau, forever, ever is going to be compared to Marshawn Lloyd and Jalen Wright, because that's what half the room. Zimmer, this was Zimmer's pick. Listen, I have to commend the Cowboys. They had Liufau ahead of those running backs. Slightly. They were close, but they stuck to their board. And they didn't try and chase a running back after they missed out. Marshawn Lloyd, whom Primetime Phil was on him early. Then you looked into him. He's a shorter back, but my God, Marshawn Lloyd is a hell of a runner. Bowling ball. I like Jalen Wright for the home run ability. Not as physical as a Marshawn Lloyd, but we got Marist Liufau. If you guys know, I don't think running back is a huge need. I think the best case scenario is, with all these draft picks, is to hold on to these picks. Go into the season and see where we're at offensive line. It doesn't matter who you have back there. Assuming everything is better than it's been the last couple of years on the offensive line with the young talent that we've added, that's going to help the running game. Rico Dowdle is an explosive running back. People you tend to forget that. He can't stay healthy. He's always getting nicked up. But with Zeke back in the fold, Hunter Lepke, I really like Hunter Lepke. And Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn, you cannot tackle him in the open field. We need to get him beyond the line of scrimmage. That's what's going to be the telltale. I'd rather go with this linebacker than those running backs, knowing what I know going forward with all the high draft picks that we're going to have, or all the picks that we're going to have, or in the season. We could easily flip a fourth or a fifth for a running back if we need to this year. Whether Stephen Jones does it or not, I would think he would. It's a glaring need. Dallas knew they needed running back. Why? They brought in so many of them before the draft process. But they stuck to their board. And then after their guys went off the board, once Jalen Wright went off the board and Marshawn Lloyd, they didn't say, well, we need to get one in round 5, after that. They didn't. So I commend them for sticking to their board and saying, you know what, we're bringing Zeke back. We've, addressed our O-line. Let's go. So I got 3 more guys. I'm going to try and roll through these pretty quick. Kayen Carson, this guy, he's the guy that's going to be arguably the steal of the draft.
Just be here. You're going to put pen to paper later and just officially be in the NFL.
Steal of the draft right here. Ball hawk.
I feel great, and I'm glad to be in
The
Dallas.
human seatbelt, the walking seatbelt.
Communication with some of your teammates or some of your rookies as well?
We in a group chat though, but I'm still meeting them guys.
Are you excited to be able to play?
Wake Forest's zone.
Definitely.
3rd round talent. Dallas got in 5th round.
Absolutely.
Like a Deron Bland.
Is there anything you're trying to prove this week here at Rookie
Let's
Minicamp?
go.
Get in the building and get used to the grind.
Yeah, just trying to get used to the grind. Not really trying to prove something to myself for real, but I ain't coming out here trying to do too much.
Yeah, I got you. What does the last week look like for you since you've been picked? Have you been diving into anything, or are you just really just getting prepared to move to Dallas?
Yeah, just getting prepared to move to Dallas. Trying to find a spot and all that type of stuff. So
It's like a whirlwind for these rookies. It really is.
yeah, it's just a 1 chain. That's my number in college. So went to Zofros. Just pinned it.
Nice. Kayen Carson. I'm excited to see him on the field. Again, this goes back to if he is what I think he is and what I'm hearing that he is, let's flip. It makes too much sense. Eric Scott, you get to go to Washington and bring back, Jonathan Ridgeway. All right. We have 2 more. This next guy here, Justin Rogers, 7th round defensive lineman out of Auburn. Come on now.
All right, man, just kind of talk about being in the building, being able to get
He's a
acclimated. You
beast.
officially start your NFL journey this weekend. How does it feel? Does it feel surreal?
Yeah, it feel good. Just
I'm
being
about
here.
ready to.
No, it feel like
I'm
a
about
dream.
ready to
But I'm gonna make the
hit
best of
some
it.
Saquon
Absolutely. This
Barkley.
defensive tackle position, I don't know how much you know about it coming into the building, but there's a pretty good opportunity for you, even as a 7th round pick. Have you put much thought into it, or are you just
about
trying to take it
ready
one
to-
day at a time?
I say one day at a
the
time.
two
but
gap and shut
I know I
that
gotta hit the
running
ground
lane
running,
down.
So that's why I'm happy to be here.
Have you been able to meet with any of the rookies or any other players so far?
No, not for real. You know, we
For
all just
real,
got
for
here
real.
this
Oh,
morning,
sorry.
So I'm definitely gonna chop it up with them later today.
Yeah. How confident are you in your run stopping ability? I know last year you had a really big year in being able to just stop the run. I assume that's the role you'd be brought in to do this year. How confident are you in that ability?
I'm very confident. You know, that's been my job since I've been in college. So I'm definitely gonna keep doing it.
If you could do one thing this weekend just to on your goal list, what would that be?
Just improve in front of the coaches, show the coaches why they drafted me. So that's about it.
There he is, Justin Rogers. The fact that, listen, he's a legit one technique. He's 6'2", close to 350. I'll take it. I will take it. Last but not least, Brevin Spanford. I think this kid is going to work out and give us one of the best tight end rooms in the league.
It's awesome.
My
It's
opinion.
definitely a dream come
Just
true.
my opinion, a little early.
Extremely grateful to be a part of such a prestigious organization, and look
6'6".
forward to, having that first game in AT&T Stadium.
Hey,
so.
Peyton Hendershot, we might be flipping you for a pick.
Yeah. Nah, definitely. A lot of Big Ten guys. That's what I'm most excited about. Just kind of have banter with them and also just get to learn from those guys. They have had a really successful tight end room, not only now but throughout the years. So I look forward to being a part of that legacy.
Yeah, I think the tight end room. I think they would all say the one thing they're trying to improve on the most is run blocking. That's something that you can bring.
Yeah.
How confident are you in your run blocking skills?
I'm definitely confident. I look forward to being able to learn from everybody and be able to add my own talents to the room. So any way I can help the team win and help the organization win is what I'm here to do. So.
Any initial impressions on Coach Linda Wells?
He's awesome.
Lunda
I
Wells.
had great interviews with him throughout the
I
draft
give Jeff
process,
Stoutland as the
so,
number
can't
one
wait to work with him.
offensive line coach in the league. Lunda Wells is
Just take
arguably
it
the
all
best
in,
tight
learn
ends
as
coach
much
in
as
the
I
league.
can, kind of be a sponge, just absorb everything, get to know the people in the building, and enjoy
Brevin,
myself,
let's
have
go,
fun.
baby. You gonna be a Cowboy. This is my dream scenario. Ferguson, Schoonmaker, Brevin Spann, and John Stevens Jr. from last year. Them four guys, good luck. Run a lot of 12 personnel, which means you only need 2 receivers on the field. Everybody's so worried about our receivers. Yeah, I'll take Zay Jones. That would be great. If we miss out on him, ain't no big deal. But I think Zay will. It's coming down to us in Kansas City. I really think that he may decide to play for Dallas for a year. It's actually a really good opportunity in Kansas City, too. So we shall see. But that's it from me. I'm trying to keep this video relatively short. There's just a brief glimpse of the players. Now, all of them have since signed except second-round pick Marshawn Nealon. I expect that to be done today. They are on the field, or they will be on the field shortly, Friday and Saturday. Minicamp, rookie. Very excited. It's funny how this team does this to me. I'm getting excited already. I'm already getting pumped up. It's NFL football. But Rob, if you're watching this video, you won, buddy. You won. I have your ticket here. Next time I see you, email me if you watch this video, email me at gametimebrian@gmail.com. GameTimeBrian with a Y, by the way. GameTimeBrian@gmail.com. Send me your address. All right. We have the hats. We have the black hat. We have the gray hat. We have my Game Time Brian shirt, but it's got me with a Dallas Star on it. I don't think you want that. You're an Eagle fan, right? So let me know what color hat you want and give me your address, buddy. I will be doing a live stream later. I think I got it fixed, people. We got a new modem and something else stupid that I had plugged in that should not have been plugged in. So, knock on wood that everything's good, but I'm going to put out I'll probably do it around 3 o'clock. I'm figuring 3 o'clock would be good. I got some stuff to do around here. I got to run to the gym. I haven't been to the gym all week. Sorry, Thomas Garrett. I'm off my game. I'm thinking 3 o'clock here. Back here, 2:30, 3 o'clock, do a live stream. I'll put the Zoom link in the community tab. So Chris May, please hop on. Everybody, Thomas, if you can, hop on. I want as many people in the Zoom, even if you're not on camera, to see how it's working. Let's pray that it's working good. All right? Anyway, all right, everybody. Just remember one thing. Holla. Let me see. Where we at? I'm so out of it with my drops. Let me see here. Where we at? Okay. All right, everybody. I will talk to everybody later. Look out for my my live stream later. And don't forget to hit the bell notification. That way you'll be alerted right away as soon as I go live. But again, everybody, I'll talk to you later. And Game Time Brian is out. And how about them Cowboys? Yeah! We're good. We're back.